So we are on the freeway now. It looks like we have. Okay, so we're passing Six Flags right now. This car in front of me is like I can't even do it. So I feel you. I'm not gonna hold it against you. But there's a lot of cool amusement parks. Like you got like a Six Flags over there. There's like a water park over there to the right. So it's this like area right here before COVID, especially in the summer when that water park will be open. It's definitely a cool spot. So we got Central, Lamar, Cooper, then Filter. And then I actually want to take some stuff back to Old Navy. I had got some shorts, and I don't care for the shorts. Plus, they were $30. Old Navy is a little bit too expensive, man. They need self checkout for sure. Self checkout for sure. I mean, so like if we want that cash back, we could go do a return real quick. So the issue that we were having is the girl, that was doing my checkout or whatever. Like before we even like, because I had asked them, I was like, okay, are you guys open? Because it looks like there was two girls that were just standing, and I was in line, and the girl said, oh, well, I'm training, and I'm like, okay, all right. Then I called for. Then I called for the guy that was helping me, Nick. Okay, so here is Lamar and Cooper, but I think on this street right here, I know where we are, but it's probably better like to get off at Filter, especially if you live off of kind of that street. That's where that Kroger's is down there. You know what? I think we will. I think we will go and return. There's Filter. Filter's coming up. On the brakes a little bit. I got what's turning. There's one of those towing trucks with the multiple cars on the ramp in front of me, and I had a, and I always, excuse me, I was just thinking, or I had a vision that like I was driving, what if or not me personally, but if somebody was driving and, one of those cars decided to, not be hooked up correctly and fail. Especially like if you're in line right behind it, like going up this ramp like I am here, it would be fun. You will not have a good time, okay? It wouldn't be a good time for you. So if you're asking about these, my undershirt, it's like I've always been a fan of turtlenecks. I think turtlenecks are the best thing invented. So, oh, but this one in particular, you can actually pull it up over your mouth and it doubles as like face cover, which I think is really cool. Be cool for like motorcycles or something like that, Because I don't know if anybody has rode bitch on a motorcycle. Or, have. I was just saying, I probably just wanted to say bitch. I should probably just say if anyone has ever rode a motorcycle You know, like it doesn't even have to be super cold. It could be just like a nice night, and there's wind outside, but it's a little chilly. You know, but it's nice outside. Like you don't need a jacket, and you drive on a motorcycle. Oh man, that's gonna hit your face, and you're not gonna have a good time. And I was sitting bitch on the motorcycle. And my face was, I was putting my face directly in the back. Like, wow, this is cold. But he's over here sitting in the front driver's seat driving. So we are here in Arlington now, guys. Like we said, if you guys remember, we took Felder all the way down. I just like to look at some of these people now. Like I used to be so self-conscious and like trying to be in my own world when I'm driving, but I'm like people watching low key. You know, what are they doing? What are they wearing? Hoodie and glasses, like which is like mood. That is mood. Like I'm all about hoodie and glasses driving. You know, like so. I got up super early. I think I hit the gym today at like 5 or something like that. Oh, our phone that we usually use is, oh, this guy's, hopefully he doesn't get too mad. The phone that I usually use, it's not charging now. So I'm doing a video right now on my homegirl's phone. I took her phone. She has two. I got two phones too, but I gotta get the other one. Like, I gotta get them both fixed now at this point. Especially like that's how like a lot of my like, deliveries come in. But I live listening to like talk radio, especially like I think this is Ricky Smiley or somebody, or, you know, Steve Harvey has a really good one too. Like just something like in the morning to get you to laugh. Like I said, if you know friends, like if I don't care what you look like, where you're from, what you sound like, if you make me laugh, I promise I love you. Like like just laugh, you know. You know, sometimes you gotta be in a good place to be funny. Like, if you're like, you know, always sheltered and you've been inside watching TV or like, you know, movies and TV shows all day, of course you're gonna be programmed to that frequency. That's why I say all the time, I feel, you know, so bad. And it's a two-edged sword because they're definitely the generations that came after me are they're definitely smarter because they had access to anything they wanted to know at a very young age. So these kids, they know things that when you and I, or when older people were their age, they didn't know. It's just like now. It's just like, you know, growing up, we were eating a lot of meat, eating a lot of coffee, you know, like just, you know, just whatever, McDonald's. But like when you have access to information that lets you know that, okay, this is processed foods, it's bad carbs, it's not good for you. You know, we learn these things, and you know, a lot of the time we learn these things from our computer or you know our devices. You know, and now we're smarter. Now we try to make healthier decisions. Now we try to avoid, you know, processed foods and whatnot. But we know. Now we know. So, and now they, you know, generations before us are going to know this as well. You know, it all depends what you put in your, you know, your psyche or whatever. But yeah, Arlington is a nice city in Dallas. I haven't, or I'm sorry, I should say Texas. I know like Arlington is technically like Dallas County or something like that. So, oh yeah. Hopefully you guys can hear me instead of the radio. I know I got to know my hookup right now, so I don't know what the sound quality was like. But the sun's out, the sun's shining. Like I say, every time I come out, I always feel the sun. Like it always feels like it's just like beaming directly on me. Like just, you know, here you go. Here's some energy. It feels good. You know, so yeah. It seems like this light is taking a little longer though, but as soon as I said it, it started to change. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes you just feel like, man, I just want to be around like-minded individuals, people that look like me, or you know, not necessarily people that look like me, because you don't have to. just because you look like me doesn't mean you'll understand me, or I mean, we might have some similarities, of course, but it's all about what's in your minds. Because once we realize that, of course, we're all souls in a body, we realize that our shell might look similar, but what of our soul types? So, and if us as a human race won't be accountable for that, or won't take that into consideration before we try to judge and label and crucify or punish people. Yeah, but we're all here on our life journey. We're all here in this current dimension of reality, on this plane, just trying to figure it out. And there's of course other entities, other forces that exist out there besides just humans. I mean, if you don't realize that by this point, if anything, the world can tell you that it's a very the world can tell you by just looking at Mother Gaia and bless Gaia, bless the planet. Say good things to the planet because it gave you life. Okay, I get off topic a lot. I literally just lost my train of thought. I know it happens sometimes because I think I guess you could say fractions. I'll say something and something else. But yeah, there's other entities out there, we only can see I think we only see a very small percentage of the actual light spectrum, and if you know anything about spectrum of light, there's invisible light, there's black light, there's blue light, there's so many different types of light out there. So, life can exist everywhere, including different dimensions where there's spectrums of life. You look down at the smallest minute organism. Oh, there's a bird. I'm sorry, there's a truck in the way. Just caution. Alright, so something you'd have to look at a microscope, like a parasite or fungi, or maybe a protein. These things are so small, they're invisible to the naked eye. But of course, technology now and things, the way that things have developed, it gives us the opportunity now to, kind of view these things in a different light, literally in a different light. So, I'm going to go ahead and digress. If you know the rules of my channel, we have 3 digressions max, okay? I'm going to take this first digression and I'm going to digress, okay? And, we're close to home now. Old Navy, that's where we wanted to go. Alright. But, yeah, so you just gotta make sure that you try to stay positive, and just remember that, anybody or anything, any outside forces doesn't affect, if it doesn't affect your mind and the way that you're thinking, it shouldn't affect you, you determine your behavior, what you want to see the world as, how you want to feel. That's why I think it's really important to go ahead and do positive affirmations to yourself. At my last apartment, I would write in the mirror things that I would say to myself. Of course, I am that I am. So I had on the right, I am, you could say, and this is just an example, but I am loving, I'm smart, I'm righteous, I am blessed, and then I am Emmanuel, apostrophes. But, yeah, and then on the left, I said, how do you want to feel today? And then I would say things like, I want to feel happy, I want to feel blessed, I want to feel joyous. And it doesn't, it has its immediate effect, but all things, your mood and your attitude, if you want to do any serious self-development, it's going to take time. It doesn't happen overnight, Like all things, if you look in nature at Mother Gaia, if you plant that seed, and you take care of that seed, you water that seed, it's going to bring forth fruit. So, the problem comes when we try to separate ourselves and put things in individual categories. And that's why the world is in the state that it's in, because we have separated ourselves from the planet and the existing entities and energies that were here before us, long before us. I mean, this planet was here long before we ever existed here. And it's going to be here long after our departure from this earth plane. But we took it upon ourselves to think that we are just, especially now, and we're just like pretty much just raping and pillaging the planet. Like we're taking all the resources before they have a chance to just like replenish itself. With the rainforest and some of these natural deposits of fossil fuel and oil and what have you, whatnot. I mean, it's clear now at this point, in this juncture in time, my 31 years living on this earth plane, that the powers that be and the sources of the depletion of the health of our planet obviously doesn't care about the well-being of the planet or the well-being of us at this point. The only reason why they're chopping down trees, hunting animals to the point of extinction is because of money, And I know I'm not buying some extinct animal. I'm not purchasing some, 100-year-old oak tree wood. The people that have money are doing this. Like they said, the 2%. Like the 2%. Nobody here in the U.S. Working at 9 to 5 is destroying the rainforest. But we do have the power because we're the minority. We're the majority. And I'm just talking about souls and bodies that, most people, you ask most people on this planet, would you want to cut down the rainforest and kill off animals to the point of extinction? They'll tell you no. Like, if they're any type of, human being, they will tell you no. But it's being done anyway. Because we have so much other shit that we're told to worry about. It's crazy. It's it's completely backwards because they tell you that, worry about having a job, worry about doing this, paying rent, paying bills. But the planet or the place that you actually live and that you plan to have kids or, plan to, leave behind, we're destroying it, and it's going to get worse and worse as time progresses. But in the meantime, we're worried about Cardi B song WAP, okay, really? But I would not mind being a hermit somewhere in some, different country has been completely untouched by humans or man. It's just completely serene, green, every day, sun coming out, animals just living their life. I would love to be in an area like that. But they have us all clustered together. And it feels so sometimes strange because, knowing that allegedly my ancestors were taken and we were scattered, and it's hard to find out, living in a world pretty much, and I'm gonna tell you why it is, and I'm gonna tell you why sometimes it can be so difficult trying to navigate this plane, because it's okay, so they took your ancestors and they brought you somewhere and they gave you different names and you adopted a different culture and you're told that this is your culture. It's but I know nothing about my ancestors, nothing about my ancestors' past, nothing about who they were, the type of individuals they were. I can tell you that whoever my ancestors were, they were very spiritual and they were connected to Mother Gaia. And they were very nice people. They were some of the nicest people on this planet. because they knew that everything in existence was one and that we were all souls in a body. So they probably ate off the land, a lot of green, probably, one with the animals, working together instead of trying to hunt and kill them. And then you had these people that were just complete savages, with no type of empathy towards the planet, come and take these people and take their culture, take their land, and just put them here and just tell them, like, this is your culture, this is who you are, this is what you should like, this is what you should look like, this is what you should sound like, and it's like, what was my ancestors' original tongue? What language were they speaking, So it's a difficult sometimes journey, but like all things that are, worth having while and worth doing, it takes time and it's not easy. So it's said that somewhere in the Bible that and your sons and daughters will be in a strange land or something like that, and how they would be like slaves or captors for 400 years. So I don't have my glasses. I'm sorry I don't have my glasses. I was just trying to run to the gym really quick. I usually do, because this lady pulled up behind me and she had really cute glasses. So I was like, oh, so. Yeah, with these masks, no one smiles anymore. Like I was telling you the other day, the last time I was at Old Navy, it's so hard with this new social paradigm because, like I say all the time, language, communication is what, 90 some odd percent nonverbal. So now you're trying to communicate to people, and a big chunk of your actual communication has been done away with, like your smile, your lips might twinge or something, just little things. So like I said, it was super difficult. Like when this pandemic happened and then we were told to shelter in place, it's like all this plus what we went through in 2019 like hit, and I just found myself coping through food, to try to get some endorphins and some feel good endorphins, because I couldn't go to the gym. It was closed. And I feel as though like the mask makes it seem as though there's something wrong with you. Like if you're wearing a mask, like if you're in a hospital, you see people wearing a mask, you're like, okay, something's up, something's not right. I don't want to be around these people with the mask. All right, so we're gonna go into Old Navy. We're gonna try to do a return, and we'll see how this goes. No mask in it. I'm not wearing a mask. I repeat, I am not wearing a mask. I mean, if they tell me to wear a mask, I'll wear a mask. And I'll put my hoodie on, and I'll look like I'm about to rob the store. I don't care at this point. I really appreciate this area because they have music on the speakers, and sometimes I'll be mad in the mood, I hope Old Navy is open. All right, so the numbers I see are 4,000 and 133. So someone look at that and see. Oh, I think they're closed. They open at 9 o'clock, 8:48. Hopefully we can send this video somewhere. Like I'm gonna see if I can send it to, because I'm doing it on my homegirl's account. So we'll see at this point. Whew. People can't stand in the light sometimes. Hey! Oh, I just missed a call. Let me see. All right, so it looks like we're going to have to go ahead and do this return a little later. They open at 9. I just want to go ahead, maybe do a little change of clothes because I was at the gym earlier today. I mean, it's fine now, but I don't know. Unless, I mean, I could do a red turtle, and like this hoodie's really cool because it zips up, it zips down. So whatever you wear, whatever. So here we go. We're about to pull up at the crib, and what's going down, alright? Let's see. So, make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Like I said, once I see, this actually start to develop into something and actually reach people, I will be like 100 times more inspired and encouraged to actually make really good content that we all can enjoy, because I originally started making these like video diaries or vlogs so I could actually watch myself, and like this started like this is for me. Like what I'm doing right here is for me. It's not for anybody else. It's to jog and log my development, my weight loss journey, my personal development as a man, a melanated man in 2020, traversing the new social paradigm and what's going on in the world. What else? And this is going to be like the best, this is going to be the most viewed videos in the world. Like these videos that I'm good, because they're treasure, they're gold, they're nuggets, and I'm not leaving it for swine. People that watch this are going to know what's up. So yeah, this is going to be like the most viewed channel. I know I'm gonna make a lot of money, because right now what I'm doing, I'm cultivating my life for me and what I do, and I refuse to work a 9-to-5, another man's job. This way I could generate my own income and promote my own businesses and promote my business and do my own thing and take the middleman out completely. So it's just going to be me, Emmanuel, and it's going to be you, the consumers. So I guess I would call myself an influencer. And I think at this point in time, the world needs a new face, the world needs a new voice. It needs new ideas, and it needs, just new, because it's not matching up. Like this world, what's being said in politics, what's being said in health, it's not matching up. And like I'm a very I did MySpace when I was younger and Facebook, but like after a while, after I started to notice the blatant social programming and manipulation through social media and television, I just lost interest. I'm just like, okay. I'll never forget one of the most I guess emotionally damaging media content I've ever seen was that Eric Garner, he was selling cigarettes, and they played his death over and over and over. It was on loop. I'm at the gym in California on the treadmill running, and I'm watching this, and I'm looking around, and everybody's like normal. And I'm like, what the actual flying flamingo? Okay? Like, we're watching this man get killed over and over. This could easily be me. I'm a big guy, and I have an attitude. So, but I've always, thank God, I've always been blessed, even with my encounters with, law enforcement. And I know they have a hard job to do, and I'm not trying to, demean law enforcement, because like everything, it's just, you try to separate these people and put these people in a different category. These people are human beings. They're humans. They're doing a job. They got bills to pay just like you, But there's good and bad people anywhere you go. And I wouldn't say like ultimately something's just good and bad, because what's good for the goose is not for the gander sometimes. And I say this for an example. What's good for the spider is terrifying to the fly, What's good and natural for the spider is to go ahead, tie up the fly, drink its blood, do whatever it has to do, bite its head off. But it's great for the spider. But for the fly, can you imagine being that fly? It's terrifying. So what's good for the goose is not always for the gander. And like, that is my first time ever using that phrase, goose and gander. Somebody, what is a gander? Are we just gonna make that? Are we gonna make that a thing today, a gander? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make this right turn real gander. Right turn. Okay. We gandering. Uh-oh. We had a gander. We just, okay. All right. You gander? She gander. So, yeah, I'm silly, guys. I'm silly. I can't wait to get this really started off and have the people that need to watch this, because I know I'm not the only one that is not under some social media bullshit ass brainwash spell. I mean, I can see it. Like, I see like what's going on, and I'm not saying I'm like the wisest person, because I'm not. I'm far from it. But we're just gonna keep doing our thing. I'm gonna try to keep throwing some content at you guys. Hopefully you guys start to like and enjoy this, and I will do my best to give you guys something you can look forward to in your day. Because like, I know if I see somebody that I'm like currently, and I have watched a lot of YouTube hours, as I'm sure that you guys have as well. Otherwise you wouldn't be on this video, because you watch too much YouTube and you're trying to see the next thing. It's like, I watched them all, and I find myself being more attracted and drawn to just, any black male YouTube influencers. Like, this is a black male. I love hearing black men, especially that are trying to develop their, because it's not easy being a black man, being a black woman. I'm sure maybe sometimes it's not easy being a white man or woman, but I mean, let's just say it's not easy. So, and I'm focusing on black voices, because a lot of the time when I was growing up, I didn't have black voices. I had, like in the media and YouTube and movies and stuff like that, it was white faces, and it's still a lot of the time white faces. And that's another reason why I don't watch like a lot of TV or movies or something like that. It's just white people. And I have nothing against white people at all. If you know me personally, you know I grew up with white people. Oh my god, I got a fly in my eye. Is it out? Yeah. See, so I got some stories for you guys. Alright, so once again, this has been your boy. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll go ahead and drop some more content for you guys, maybe a little later, but I gotta try to get my phone fixed now. So I'll hit you up on the flip fly. What the hell is a flip fly? I'll take 2 of them though. Alright, so hopefully you guys will be gandering back over here a little later, and I'll tell you guys what's up. Alright, peace.